Hey guys, so as we all know, tax season is basically here, and here are a few things that you need to do in order to set yourself right financially. I'm just gonna get into it. So, number one, maybe put some money away towards an emergency fund. As we all know, life could happen at any moment, and we can't do nothing about it. We might have a job loss, our car might break down, we might have an unexpected expense, something might happen out of nowhere. And that emergency fund just brings a peace of mind, knowing that whenever life happens, you got the money to take care of it. And you don't have to turn towards no borrowing money from friends or family members, or getting money out, or getting a loan from the bank, or even doing a payday loan, or going to one of these predatory loans, these shark loans, because them loans are not good. They charge you $300 to $400 interest. That is crazy. Another thing you could do, once you have about like a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, you can maybe start investing. Start investing for retirement. Start putting more money into your retirement accounts. So at that point, your money could start working harder for you, because you can't sit on too much cash in the bank, because the bank is only going to give you so much interest. You got to put your money to an investment account. One thing I like is a Roth IRA. I invest in VOO, which VOO Vanguard 500, which tracks the S&P 500. What that does, it diversify your stocks, diversify your investments. I mean, you're not putting all your eggs into one basket. Meaning basically you're spreading all your shares on your money into all these different, not into the top 500 car companies in the United States. And it gives about an average return of like 13 to 14% annually. But the only thing is, with investments, they fluctuate. They're not they fluctuate daily, but over time it smooths out. That Roth IRA is good for long-term investors looking for people to retire with a lot of money. Some even retire millions, but it depends on what age you start investing. Tax season is where a lot of people tend to blow their money, but not me. I'm saving and I'm investing every penny, because I'm not about to give my money to these greedy corporations. I'm not. These corporations don't even care about us, guys. We need to realize that we're spending all this money at different companies. We're financing so much stuff at these companies. These companies don't even care about us, guys. These banks don't even care about us. We keep maxing up credit cards, buying stuff we don't need. Like, why are we doing that? We need to start saving and investing our money, because prices are only going to get up. Prices are only going to rise. Which reminds me, yesterday I went to Culver's, and I noticed that my meal came to $13.03. I I got a I got a double burger with just cheese and ketchup, a fry, and a medium drink. In 2025, it costed me about like $12.72. So that was about like a 40-cent spike. I looked at that, I was like, wow. I still bought it because I wanted it. But when I thought about it, I'm like, wow, prices are really raising. Which is another reason why you need to keep your money in a high yield savings. Because when you keep your money in traditional savings, your money is losing value due to inflation. When you keep your money in a high yield savings, growing at a 3 to 5% clip, your money is actually gaining value. Meaning that $5,000 you have sitting in the bank, you're going to be able to buy more stuff with it, growing at a 5% interest rate, versus you have $5,000 sitting in a traditional savings account at a 0.1% interest rate, while inflation is growing at two, where inflation is growing at 2%. your money is losing over 1% in value. Meaning that $5,000 that you have in the bank won't be able to buy you as much stuff as it would when inflation starts to raise those prices up. Because having savings is important, but where you keep your savings is important much, much more. Nowadays in this economy, it's important to have an emergency fund. I talked about that in my last video. You guys can check it out. I believe it's titled Having an Emergency Fund is Important. I'll probably leave the link of that in the description. Because in this economy, so many people are getting laid off. AI is growing, and you just need that cash reserve. Just in case you lose your job, you still have money. Just in case your car breaks down, you still have money to pay for it. Because the world revolves around money. Everything that we see, everything, a material, a house, a car, clothes, shoes, that stuff revolves around money. That stuff was bought on a price. And as cost of living only gets higher, it's going to be harder to save money. But that's why you need to budget. You need to know where your money is going. Because a lot of people these days can't even manage their money. And that's crazy to me. Simple math. We can't even do simple math when it comes to our money. We could do all this other stuff, but we can't even manage our money. Like what? Like why can we not manage our money? It's simple math. $200 for your insurance, $800 for your rent or mortgage, $100 for your utilities. All you gotta do is write that down and see where your money is going. Okay. And I got this much money for my phone bill. Okay. And I could save this X amount of money. Okay. That's all it is. Managing your money is simple. But yet, we have people, when we get these big refund checks, we blow it. We blow it all in one day. We at McDonald's. We at Burger King. And we at these concerts. I'm not saying that it's not okay to treat yourself. It is okay to do that because you need to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Because although what do we work hard for? To enjoy it. But you also need to save some. You need to pay yourself first. Because paying yourself first is important. A lot of Americans can't even afford to save not $1. I got family members who don't even know how to save. And their job is their last straw. Because if they lose their job, they don't have an emergency savings. They don't have a retirement account. They don't have any extra cash that they have to get them by until they find another job. So having emergency savings is very important, but also investing is even more important. Making your money work harder for you. So at some point, as you get older in life, you want your money working harder for you than you are working yourself. But we can't get there if we just spend all our money. If we spend all our money on Adidas, on Nikes, on Jordans, on clothes, nothing against those companies. I love companies like Jordan, Nike, Adidas, but I'm not going to spend all my money there. I'm still going to save my money. I got like 3 to 5 pair of Nikes and Jordans combined, but I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on them when I know that I could save that money. So save that money, and one day that money gonna save you. Invest your money and you'll be proud. That's my rant for today. You guys have a good one. Stay blessed.